Okay, y'all, a quick revelation that I have for myself. So, God is the same today, yesterday, now, always, and forever, right? And the reality is, when you are giving words, when God is giving you revelation, when you're pressing into God, if you're a pastor, prophet, preacher, teacher, or evangelist, or you don't know your calling and you're just jumping out there and you're helping other people, how God is always the same and God cannot lie and he will not lie and God doesn't do any evil. The devil is an accuser of the brethren. And my husband just told me recently, every day the devil goes accusing. And, I sat and I thought about that. And it made me think about some of the things that I do. When I first started giving messages, guys, one of the main things that I always said, even before when my messages were about God, when I was just giving general messages of how I felt, or if it was something for me or something I thought that could help somebody else that helped me, I always said, remain steadfast and always be consistent. That was one of the number one things I said. And recently I found out that what was working for me, I stopped doing. In some areas of my life, I wasn't as consistent as I used to be. And the truth about consistency is, if you press in, whatever it may be, laws remain laws. If it's God's laws or something in His Word, they always remain the same. And if you press into something and you do something consistently, whether it is good or bad, there will come results of it. Whether you're doing something good and you get good results, whether you do something negative and bad results come, consistency will prove some type of result. And I found myself being a student of myself. How can I constantly tell people to do certain things that I happen to not be doing? And it took someone else talking about consistency for me to realize that I haven't been too consistent. The other day I was at church and a friend of mine was preaching and she was talking about discipline, and this goes along with the same thing. I don't know who needs to hear this, but whatever you were doing, it was working. It was working and you seen that it worked. So I don't know, whatever you may be going through, stop and think, what was I doing that was working? I need to go back to that. Guys, make sure you're praying, fasting, worshiping, and reading your word, because God will reveal these things to you. I love you guys.